one of those that was like, because some of them say rated for FreeSync, but they also work for G-Sync.
Yeah, and with that, I actually have to disable it because it is. I don't know if you guys have this issue with FreeSync. Yeah, it was not one of those ones that was like that. But for some reason, so there's an Ultimate Engine, there's like Standard Engine, and there's Off. With Ultimate Engine, I guess it has a lot of delays. Like audio is like weird and off.
No.
I'm switching it to Standard and see what happens.
Okay.
Say something real quick. I just want to see if I can see the lamps like working or not.
Something real quick.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
No, it's all weird. No, it's not working.
Well, it says we're live.
Yeah, we're live. I'm just saying that I'm gonna turn it off for now.
Wait, so we're good?
The hell just happened? Oh my god, guys, this is the worst.
What is happening?
Hold on.
Our faces aren't on the stream.
My resolution just went to 2560 by 1080. Hold on.
This is really funny.
Technical issues, as always.
I think at this point, Charlie, this is just a bit. You're just doing this. It's just a big old bit.
Yeah.
Technical issues are just a thing.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, it's weird. FreeSync is causing like audio delays for me. I don't understand. Like the lip syncing, it doesn't line up. It's very strange.
That makes no sense.
No, makes zero sense. Drink, yes. Definitely live. Yes, I know. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know why that's the case. All right, I'm gonna get some coffee real quick, and then we're good to go.
All right.
Does this every time. Hits live. Goes get a cup of coffee. Charlie. Hooch, what's up, man? How you doing? Things good?
Doing all right, man. Yeah. How about yourself? Just like working and doing all that other stuff, and
yeah, dude.
Playing a bunch of different games at the same time.
See, I am not playing a bunch of different games right now. I've barely been playing games at all lately. All my time's been just going to like getting my stupid Warhammer armies up to.
Oh yeah. You're still having a blast with that, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I think you said. Oh, you said last time like you do like games like once a month or something like that.
Trying, yeah. We have a game coming up on the 28th at our buddy. He lives in Jersey, so I have like a two, like, you know, their armies are based up on points, and I have a 2,000 point army.
Yeah, and is that typical, or is that like a?
Yeah, that's like the most average. You can go technically as big as you want, and the smallest you could do is 500.
Wow.
But 2,000 is like the nice, like all those dudes right there are like my 2,000 point army with a few.
Nice.
I just got this like new sorcerer that just came out. He's like this little fucking.
Oh, cool.
Zoom.
He's
like this dope little. He like summons these like demons, like this cool little like.
See, I see that and I go, "There's no way I'm gonna paint that."
Dude, honestly, it's like, because I'm not a paint. I'm not artistic in that sense at all. But it's kind of like you're painting in the lines, right? So like, you know, you got your book, like.
Yeah. So is that what you're doing? Are you're painting it off of like
so like my guys, 1,000 Suns, their scheme is like gold and blue, right?
Got it. Okay.
And all of them are this, like you could do whatever you want, you know, which is really the fun thing about it. But like, you know, the trim's gold, the armor's blue. They have like these lines where they intersect like blue and yellow and stuff, which is cool.
Okay.
But like you're straight up just painting in lines. Like I know the chest piece of him will be the gold trim and the blue. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then you can get funkier. You could do like there's like things called washes, which are like artificial shading. So that's what always tripped me up. Was I saw people who like, you know, they're doing a cape and the cape is shaded so beautiful. And I'm like, yo, like, that's crazy.
How do you do that? Yeah.
Nah, dude, it's like this
So
it's a like thinner paint essentially.
Okay.
And it literally like the way that it rests in crease, like in the crease of seams and stuff. The like the deeper the crease, the more of the liquid will rest, and it'll look darker. And then
Got it.
like, because you don't just like throw the shade over the entire cape. You would only do it within the crease. So it's lighter in the shallower part, and then as it gets deeper, it gets darker. So it looks like a natural shadow. It's like it's genius
insane.
shit. It's like seriously like.
You're trying to get Hooch to come play Warhammer with us? Is that what you're trying to do?
Come play Warhammer, dude.
Two things. One, that's 3,000 miles away. And two, these are expensive.
It's a stupid expensive hobby. Don't tell Mallory. Where is she? Oh, she's right outside the window, so she can't hear any of this.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm starting to notice it. I'm only $100 in. I'm like, I only have like 6 figures. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. We can start.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is I'd wind up spending 6 figures.
Dude, it's like it's stupid. Well, because it's not just you're not just spending on the models. You get the paint.
Yep.
You get the brushes. You get all this shit. Like, look at this dumb shit I have. I got these like purple iridescent beads to put on the bases of my character. It's like I'm just like, thank God I don't do drugs, because if I did, I would be the biggest drug addict. I just like I find shit I like, and I'm like, yes, all in. Give me all of it. You know what I mean?
All right.
Well, on that note, we're live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Vash, joined as always, Bash Pastrami. Chef Crondo is off today. He's gallivanting around Miami, I guess, trying to get the coronavirus or whatever.
Right.
So,
he's just like deltaing it up.
he's just deltaing it up.
Why would you go to Florida?
Florida?
I don't know.
Florida's another world, you know?
Yeah, I don't know why you would do it. Anyway, no, he's got family in town, so he's off spending time with them. And we have joining us from the Alternerd Reality Podcast is DaHuch. What's up, man?
DaHuch.
What's up? How's it going, guys?
Welcome back to I guess the second occurrence, I suppose, right?
Is it third?
Is it second or third?
I thought it's third.
That's third.
Yeah, Hooch. You while I was away on work.
That's what it was.
Hooch came in. Yeah.
That's right.
Hooch is the ultimate homie.
I know everything blends together now that I have now that I work from home, and like literally every day just feels the same. So I couldn't tell you.
Like, what's today? I don't know.
Time is irrelevant.
You can find us on Instagram at og.podcast. Our Twitter is overachieversp. Our website is ogpodcast.fm, where you get this episode and every episode where we talk about video games, Warhammer, and what we're playing and what we're looking for. I'm trying to work on that intro a little bit more. So,
you're doing great. Three years in, you're doing great.
3 years in, and for those who don't know, and I totally forgot last time, so this is episode 60 for us. The last episode, 59, was our 3-year anniversary, believe it or not. So we've been doing this for 3 years. It's kind of crazy that this is 3 years. So
it's wild to think about, because it's been a pretty fun ride, right? And in 3 years, we've done some really cool stuff, had some really cool people on, have made some great relationships out of this. Went from, it being such a prominent game about, or a prominent podcast about like specific games or whatever.
You mean like this game?
Yeah. Oh, you're wearing it. That's funny.
Oh, no. How dare you?
That's really funny.
I thought it would be funny to wear it today.
It is funny. I could put mine on.
You should.
No.
Let's go get it.
That would be even funnier, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just fun.
He's going to get it.
Oh, he is going to. Oh gosh.
Oh, no. Oh,
you're not allowed to do that on Twitch. Don't watch.
No, you're not in a hot tub.
It's true. He's not in a hot tub. He's good. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. We've
just like that.
We've come full circle.
Just like that.
Now you're the odd man out, Hooch.
That's all right. I wouldn't put on a Marvel Strike Force shirt if you paid me. Well,
yeah.
maybe not.
They they didn't pay us, but they just sent us a bunch of stuff. I was so upset because they sent us free stuff, which was awesome. And in the box they sent was what I thought was a little bottle of champagne, but it was sparkling.
Yeah.
Apple cider.
It's funny. Anyway, you can catch us live as we record this at twitch.tv/OGpodcast, as well as I don't have the YouTube channel set up yet because we still need 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at like 400 now. So anyway, you should check our website, click that YouTube button, hit the subscribe button so we can get there.
Slap that subscribe and notification button, fam.
Show, as well as hit the bell, the follow on Twitch, all that fun stuff. You'll know when we go live.
Do you post our streams on the YouTube?
I do every I just download the Twitch and throw it up on YouTube because that's just.
I love that Twitch has that. You just download the VOD. Yeah,
it's great. Hooch, tell us where people can find you and A&R and all that fun stuff.
You know what? I come in again. I totally forgot what our Discord is, but I mean, it's Discord A&R, I believe is what it's called. But we are on YouTube, and you can easily find us on there. It's
People can
youtube.com/,
search.
Alternerd Reality. Yeah, but like every single time I do this, I go, I'm gonna get the stuff. I'm gonna get the info. I mean, and then I forget to do it.
Dude, I don't even know
I will write it down. So next time I'll be like, this is where we are. But yeah, it's Alternerd Reality. And yeah, we can Google search to find us easily with YouTube, and come join us on Discord as well.
Yeah. Big fan of you guys. Always like having you guys on the pod. We still have to have who's your third member? I'm blanking on his name because we never had him. Hebrew, yes. We haven't had him on the pod yet, so we gotta get him.
Well, you guys technically have Crondo. He is your Hebrew. Like he fits that role.
Yeah. Totally.
No. I mean, it's that like I have like weird takes on things, and like the thing I love about Hebrew is like he has an idea, he has a take on something, and he will dig his heels in and be like, no, this is what I think. You're not
that's
gonna
Josh.
change my mind.
Yeah, that's definitely Josh.
Mm-hmm. Every single time I watch you guys and I watch your interaction, and I'm like, Crondo is your Hebrew, but you need that guy.
Yeah. Do you guys throw in I how many eye rolls do you like? What's your eye rolls per minute when you talk with Hebrew? Because mine's about I got two ERPMs.
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 I think it depends on what the subject is. If it's anything regarding like classic stuff or old shows or anything like that, it's about 50 ERPMs, because he's young, so he doesn't know a lot of the old stuff. Like when we were talking about I was talking about Silverhawks and Thundercats and Masters of the Universe and all the other stuff, and how the main character is named He-Man. Just like there's a whole thing about like, why was this such a double masculine thing? Like this doesn't make any sense. Like, dude, you don't know, you don't get it.
It's fun, going on to like younger people who with older stuff. I was watching this big streamer who I'm a big fan of. He doesn't play any Diablo games, but he I guess it was a sponsored stream for Diablo 2. He was playing Diablo 2, which he's never played, and he's like, "Oh, let's switch to the classic look. Let's see what it looks like." And he turns on, he's like, "Oh my god, this is so garbage. I can't believe anyone played this." Blah blah blah. And it's like, dude, this game is older than you. Of course, it doesn't look to what your standards are because you're young. This wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a funny.
Born. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like such a funny, like, not a case study on new versus old games, but like, a lot of games don't look good because they're old. It's older technology. Like that's like wondering why a movie from 1940 doesn't look as good as a movie from 2021. Like, well, actually, that's argumentative because one can argue
that's also like, that's one of the things that we kind of have to preface with Hebrew when we talk about a movie that's old, it's really good. Like, look, the special effects are from the 90s or the 80s. They're going to be terrible in comparison to what we have today.
Now I think about it though, I actually don't think using movies now I don't think using movies is a good comparison, because there are some older movies that even with outdated special effects still look really good.
Yeah. Like even the original
Jurassic
Star
Park.
Wars.
Star Wars, Jurassic Park is, I think, the best example. Jurassic Park, granted, a lot of it was practical, still looks great, looks wonderful.
I remember sitting in the movie theater when Jurassic Park was released, and the first time they pan away from the Jeep to show you the dinosaurs for the first time, it was I'm getting chills right now just remembering that moment. You're like, oh my god, they did it.
Yeah.
They look real. Yeah.
Copyright stricken. Twitch taking us down.
Yeah, well, at least it's a hummed and not actually.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You can actually, in terms of the fun fact with the Twitch copyright rule, you can only just not play the song. You could, if you have a guitar, you could start playing the song if you wanted to, but like if you can't just straight up replay the song. So like you could hum, you could do whatever you want.
You can't play the released version of the song.
I never followed up. The only people I felt bad for when that whole thing started happening were like people like DDR streamers or like Guitar Hero streamers. Like whatever happened with them?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a very interesting thing. Very good question.
Because
like people in Beat Saber, you know,
right?
That was a big game for me. I love Beat Saber.
So. Yeah,
Beat Saber is great.
Yeah, unless you're Metallica and you can't up. Metallica ruins everything. Actually, it's Metallica's fault all this started. I would argue. ever
Yeah.
since their takedown of Napster and how
Yep.
like
Napster, man.
venomous they were on
Yeah.
attacking anyone that quote unquote stole their music. Some of the richest musicians on the
Well,
planet. But
yeah, they were. Oh God, real quick. Just speaking of that, I
yeah,
saw this thing where was it Dave Mustaine was talking to Lars about him being kicked out of the band.
I didn't even know Lars was
Uh,
kicked out of the band.
no, Dave Mustaine was,
Oh,
and then he formed Megadeth. But it was just like listening to the conversation. It felt like Mustaine was blaming everything on them for being kicked out, and I'm like, bro, dude, you were the one doing the drugs and not paying attention and stuff. But I'm just listening to the whole thing. But when you mentioned how much of a-holes they were, it's like, dude, that's totally feels like that conversation. Like they were pretty much.
I feel like you can't be a rock star and not be an asshole, unless you're what's his butt from the Foo Fighters, who's just the nicest
David
person.
Grohl.
Dave
Oh,
Grohl,
Dave Grohl.
who's
Yeah.
just the nicest person on the planet, probably.
No, I hate Dave Grohl because every time I try to play anything that he did in like Rock Band on the drums,
Yeah.
I can't do it because
That's
it's
really
multiple
funny.
taps, and that's why I hate Dave Grohl.
That's really funny.
Not
Yeah,
not
Just
for him,
Dance.
not for him because of his personality, but the fact that he's actually a good musician and
He's
you
a
can't-
really
you
good
can't follow
musician,
him.
yeah.
He's a good drummer, and I can't do his drums on hard or expert or whatever on Rock Band.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I started our tangent there. I'm so sorry. What's everyone playing these days? What video games? What you guys got going on?
I'll let you guys go first because I have actually played a lot lately. So
Well, that's good. I haven't played anything. The only thing I played is actually because of Hooch. Funny enough,
you
is
know
Back 4 Blood.
this is a gaming podcast, right?
But we didn't talk about what kind of gaming though.
That's true. We didn't specify. Granted, we've
Um,
every week's always a Warhammer game.
It's funny because I
Warhammer
forgot, honestly, like I totally forgot about Back 4 Blood, and Hooch messaged me like, "Oh, I have a code," and I was like, "Okay, let me try it." And then I realized that I was running the alpha, so I got in the beta anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's funny. Hooch was like, "Oh, hit me up. Here's my Steam code. Let's play." Blah blah blah. And this motherfucker's offline 24/7. So I was like, "Okay, I'll just never go see you."
I was always invisible.
I know you did preface it. You did preface it. You did. So yeah, I played Back 4 Blood. That was just going on. I think it's funny because there's only two other games in that genre of the zombie shooter right now. You got Left 4 Dead 2, and then you have World War Z, which I actually really enjoyed. World War Z. I don't know if you guys ever played it.
I played it.
Was
Great.
actually surprisingly really well done. More so because the mechanics in that game of the zombies just like being pretty much like a flow of rats is awesome. It's kind of like how they did in the movies. Like seriously, you get a tidal wave of zombies coming at you. It's terrifying. Really fun game. Back 4 Blood, I really enjoy the card system and the abilities you gain from that, and like structuring how your character is in a game based off of like strategically picking the cards you want. Like I was heavy into machine guns, faster reload speed, and ammo capacity. So I was just like
just mowing them down.
What was that?
Somebody
Please
gets
do that again. What was it?
just mowing
You have a
motherfuckers.
control problem.
So I thought that was really fun. And the thing I messed up though, not messed up, I didn't try doing multiplayer, and I watched a lot of Shroud doing Back 4 Blood multiplayer, which was hilarious. And it
you
looked
were doing
fun.
Single the whole time.
I didn't do any. I was doing only. Oh no, sorry. When I say multiplayer, I mean like versus. Yeah.
Got it.
I was
Okay,
doing
okay.
multiplayer with the campaign stuff.
Got it.
But with the I didn't try versus mode, which did look fun. I just
can
didn't. Yeah, I feel like I would have wanted to do that with friends over. randos.
I can't imagine. I mean, is Shroud just destroying everybody? He must have been.
Well, he was playing with really good people, obviously, and regardless of how good you are, it's all about your communication. And that they're just, it's so they were playing versus in Back 4 Blood like they were playing like a pro Valorant game, and it's just like, okay, guys, relax a little bit,
Calm down a bit. Yeah.
Like I get it, you're streaming, you're one of the biggest streamers on the fucking planet. Calm down a little bit. But it was fun to watch though, super fun to watch.
I have to go back and
Playing
watch it.
versus in that game is definitely a crapshoot. It has to be done. Like to really get a good experience, it has to be done with a group of people.
You
that
have to.
can
You have
coordinate
to.
with and communicate.
You had to communicate.
Yeah, you do.
Especially
You do,
if you're humans, almost certainly, because it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm pinned, I'm hit, whatever. Like you have to. Zombies, I feel like it's a little more forgiving because there's a lot of chaos, but like communicating with them too is awesome because you're like, okay, I'm charging in now, I'm pinning
Yep.
now, whatever. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, like you're right. Like that's why I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to do it alone. And I'm like, I don't want to be like, of course, knowing my luck, I'd be one of the asshole randos that show up against Shroud's team and I'm on stream and they're just like, I felt bad. I actually felt a little bad watching like people who got matched up against Shroud's team had to have not had a good time. You know what I mean?
Oh, where they're just destroying people
Just,
and then
oh
like
my God.
not
Absolutely.
dying at all.
Absolutely destroying. But
I
they lost. I
feel
mean,
like
they lost too.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, they lost. I mean, it's again, if you have a team that's communicating, like, but
It's also I think the versus is really where you get to see how the card system works well.
for sure.
Because then you can have specific roles on each team.
For
Right? That's how
sure.
you coordinate first.
Yes.
Like you're the one
Yes.
who's healing everybody. You're the one who's going to make
Yes.
sure everybody like has ammo and stuff, and then you're just our main go guy.
Yep. Yep.
I always go with the card that allows you to hold 2 primary weapons.
Huge.
Ooh, I hadn't
and
noticed that.
you can.
Oh yeah.
Well, it gets better when you stow one; it automatically reloads.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
huge.
I would do weapon swap faster. So it was just like boom, 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 boom. I'm switching weapons and I'm never running out of just freaking.
It seemed
being able to
doing
fire.
that with like the combat shotgun and some kind of assault rifle was like the go-to. Like that combat shotgun, like just like boom, 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 and just like honestly,
Absolutely.
well done. Like the game is well made. I did get some bugs though.
Really?
Yeah, mostly in campaign. If I started the campaign and there was no one to join my party and I was with bots, if people joined,
Yeah.
it wouldn't finish the level. It didn't restart us. It wouldn't
no.
finish the level. We'd have to, because the bots would still be with me.
Yep.
The other people would spawn. They'd either spawn like in the beginning or just like somewhere like not with me. And when they came, the bots didn't disappear. If the bots weren't in the safe room, it wouldn't finish it. So we'd have the trick was you have to go out of the safe room and physically push the bots in. It was just a stupid bug that like I feel it's stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, I did encounter that. And the other one also was at the end during the tally screen, the names would sometimes be swapped on the models.
Oh yeah, I noticed that too. I like playing like the dork with the glasses, dude. Like the
Hoffman or whatever.
yeah,
he's my favorite.
He's funny. Like it's just stupid. Like and every time we finished the game, I was always the short little girl. Like she had like the red hair thing and the baseball cap. It was always her. I was like, wait, that's not who I picked. I didn't give a shit, but it's just like this is just these are just dumb bugs they'll figure out, obviously. Like these aren't game breaking, luckily.
And that's what you get at this point. It's like this isn't a major bug, it's not a big deal. We'll fix it later.
Yes.
Or before release kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think the game is well done, very well put together. I'm excited to play it. And in that same vein, I don't want to like if we're still talking about it, I don't want to leave the conversation with that. But have you guys seen the trailer for that Aliens like wave game?
No.
Oh no.
It's these zombie games, but it's aliens and xenomorphs.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm really it comes out I think at the end of the month. I'm gonna play the shit out of it.
Oh, you're talking about the one with like based on the Alien franchise?
Yeah, Aliens
Okay,
Fire
okay.
Team. It's called.
Oh yes, I did see a video on that.
It looks awesome. I'm a big fan of that franchise. It just sucks because every game they ever try to make from Aliens is never good. It's never.
Alien Isolation was good.
Alien Isolation was good. You're right. And the Aliens vs Predator. Yes, the early one was tons of fun. I love that game.
That one was actually pretty fun.
Yeah. Did you do a lot of multiplayer, Hooch, on Back4Blood?
I tried, but I kept running into issues where because I was on a team without any coordination or something, that we were just getting wrecked.
You gotta talk. Yeah.
There was somewhere it's like, oh, the survivors cleaners lasted 4 minutes. You guys went a minute and a half. Like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way we're gonna win.
No, for sure.
But I loved it. I mean, it was a lot of fun doing
It's
the
good.
verses. I really wanted to get a group of people together to be able to.
Once
play
the game
that,
comes
see
out,
how that went.
I say we definitely try to mess with that a little bit because
Absolutely.
I'll just DM you
Games Pass.
beforehand. Hey, I'm coming on. Are you on? Are you playing?
See, that's what.
That's why I put in the I put in the group. Like, I mean, I was like, hey, I'm gonna hop in on this. Anybody up? And then like,
I'm just Yeah, I don't think that far ahead ever in my life, let alone.
You're using Discord on your computer. Just hop in and just say, "Hey, I'm playing."
Hey, I recognize my downfalls. Okay, I
You're just saying
acknowledge
like you
them.
need
He
communication
owns them.
to win, so therefore communication is the
I
winner.
acknowledge I'm taking accountability that I'm a big old ding dong, and I will be better from here on out. What's
Just
your names
funny.
again?
Yeah. I mean, I did get a chance to play with Chew, and I played with Vash, and I played with Hebrew. I mostly played with Hebrew. He and I had a couple of game sessions to play. Don't go to the shooting range with that guy in your camp area because he will murder you.
Oh, really?
Oh, there's friendly fire in the camp area shooting
In the
range?
camp area if you go out into the shooting range. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's funny.
Which was a weird
Hilarious.
thing because all of a sudden I'm standing there and then my screen like weirds out and I'm looking above everything and I go, what the heck happened? And he's giggling because he like killed me with a machete. I'm like, what happened? So then I go
That's
back
funny.
out there again and then he's throwing grenades at me. Like, all right, dude. All right. I get it. You murderous bastard.
Jeez.
It's
But it was a lot of
that's I mean that's I've definitely had those like giggle moments like when you're like back when I was playing Fortnite and they had like the custom battles or whatever and like you could
Mhm.
actually like fight your friends and like be like all right we're gonna try to do this like this player match we're gonna do that and like I just turn around and like, hit somebody in the face with a shotgun just thought it was hilarious that sort of stuff just I can totally get that. But
It's funny you mentioned Fortnite because my brother and he got me into playing Fortnite recently. I was always like, nope, not playing it, not touching it, blah blah blah. I don't want to do it. And he was like, no, dude, just come play. It's we have fun with a group of guys that he plays with, and so I got hooked. And he and I were playing like off and on throughout the week, and we came up with a really mean thing to do, which is to grab one of the spaceships that are in the game, pick up somebody who doesn't have a weapon yet, and then leave them hanging there as my brother just shoots them while they're incapable of moving.
Hmm.
That was one of the things we just or I'll go pick up a shark and drop a shark on somebody. But that's one of the things I did mostly this week was play a lot of Fortnite.
oh man have
That's
you
funny.
played the original game? Like the original game is actually really fun.
Yeah, oh no, I knew about the game when it was like an alpha.
Yeah.
And it was a third person tower defense game. And I'm like, wow, this kind of, and I think it's still there, right?
It's
You
still
can
there,
still play the main campaign. It's just now the battle royale mode is what everybody talks about. But yeah, I remember playing that. Go, yeah, this is actually kind of cool. Maybe I'll play this. And then I heard it was moving to battle royale, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah, I actually really like the original game quite a bit because it's a lot of cool strategy, and I really like the game.
Yep.
I'm terrible at building. I cannot build to save my life. But
Me neither. Me neither.
But-
That's like the next level kind of thing. You're like, yeah, I can shoot pretty well. I'm all right with that. But then you come across players that are good builders, and you're like, yeah, now I'm done. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Hopefully, I can blow your stuff up and maybe get you if you come out to get me. But otherwise, I'm done.
yeah, we have a friend of ours who's on the pod. Who's been on the pod, Upshaw, who's just like he's a professional Fortnite player. That's what he does. That's what he streams, and
It's insane.
he's just look. I watch his streams. I watch him doing stuff. I'm like, I don't know how you do this. Like, it's just like, I mean, if you
It's
do something
insane.
day in and day out for hours on end, I guess that's how you get good at
The
it. So.
speed at which some people can build stuff, I'm like, dude, they got to be using a macro or something.
And
'Cause,
you know
like,
what's
all
even
of a
crazy
sudden-
about that shit is that it's slower now. It used to be faster.
Really?
Well, because now
Oh
you
my
have
God.
to click every time to build something before you could hold it down.
No, you can still hold it down. You still
don't
have fast build.
I
They-
could have
no, it's an
swore that they
option.
got rid of that unless it came back.
Well, no, it's an option now. So like if you hold out the wall and you just hold the mouse button down to build and you spin around, it'll immediately build everything.
I could have swore they got rid of that like forever ago. Maybe
They
I mean
may
that's
have. They
how
may have.
knowledgeable I am of Fortnite. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
Like,
Yeah, like you said, I didn't even know it wasn't a thing before. Like
well, yeah, because there
or
was a
that-
minute where they tried to do like a small nerf because it was just too much. But I guess people probably complained enough, and they're like, okay, here you go.
It's like we'll make it an option now. There you go.
Yeah, because I could just sit there like you're trying to build something, just mashing on your mouse as things go. It'd be easy to miss a wall or a floor or something that you're trying to build.
Yeah, but that's the
But
fun
if you have
part.
your mouse sensitivity, if you have your
Yeah.
mouse sensitivity cranked up, you could just hold the thing and then everything just builds real fast.
Yeah, and you can just switch
It's just
between
crazy.
keystrokes and whatever, and just build a
Yep.
tower in like 5 seconds.
Yep.
Like, okay, all right,
Yep.
well, that's
Yeah.
I'm gonna go just quit the game now. It's fine.
Exactly. This is too much.
But yeah, so I really enjoyed Back4Blood as well. Huge and I played. I played it on PC and PS5 because there's an open beta going on right now. If you're watching this and
Yes.
listening to us live, you can actually play the open beta right now on any console or PC. until tomorrow, Monday the 16th is when it stops. So I don't know what time. I'm guessing midnight Eastern time, but I don't know what time. But definitely check it out if you haven't. It's honestly it's a lot of fun. So playing it on, normally I'm console. I love anything on console. I played it on PC and console. I prefer the PC version.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just felt more organic. Like I'm not a PC shooter at all. Like I do not like PC.
Really?
I do not like playing first person shooters on PC whatsoever. So I was like very hesitant against it, but it felt very slick, very natural, very polished, I would say, on PC. And like I felt like I could actually control things more. I was doing more. I was able to like actually like pinpoint my shots more. And there's a lot more bugs on PS5 than I noticed on PC. Like I didn't really run into really any bugs on PC, but on PS5 I ran into like bots not moving, bots sticking on like spawn points and like not coming out, not really doing anything, just like literally spinning around in circles. Like that would happen a lot. Had a lot of issues with matchmaking, even though it's cross-platform. Just a lot of different weird shit that I wasn't like really. I hadn't really noticed in PC, and I played for a couple more hours after you and I stopped that one day, Hooch. So I really dived into it. I did the whole campaign over again from start to finish, just to kind of experience it. It was fun. Like I did it once. It's like, okay, cool. I don't want to get too involved because it's a beta. All my progress is going to go wiped. I don't want to get like I don't want to freak out. But it was. I mean, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I know it's coming to Xbox Games Pass, which is great. Now, do we know if that's coming to Xbox Games Pass on PC or is it just Xbox?
I believe it is PC as well.
Yes. All right, so I'm going to play it on PC then. I already have Games Pass. So, and then once it comes off Games Pass, then I'll buy it for PS5. Then I'll play it on PS5 because trophies, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly.
Even though there's achievements still in Xbox Games Pass, but still, it's not the same.
Not the same. Yeah, no, I hear you. If you're a trophy maniac, get those trophies.
I mean, I am. That is the reason why this is called the Overachievers Gaming Podcast.
Oh, I know. I thought that's what I remember. What was it? Crondo challenged you to get. What game was it?
Was it Resident Evil or was it Final Fantasy? What's one of those? No.
It was the most recent RE. That's what it was. It was the most recent Resident Evil where he challenged you to get like.
Oh yeah, 8.
He was gonna be like, I'm playing that. Yes, I'm gonna play the heck out of this, and then crushed him.
I got all the way to the very last trophy, which is to like get like double S on mercenary modes for every mode, and for every level, and I probably put 15 hours into that, and I was just like, nope, not doing this. Like mercenaries mode can suck it. Not interested until they make that easier. You literally have to be perfect with every like timing wise and like making sure that every single like you wait until like the last possible second to like shoot a zombie or a Lycan or whatever to keep your counter going. I'm like, and there's like a lot of levels. Like some levels, like if you screw up on like level 5 on like one mission and you try to restart, it restarts you all the way over again. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. This is just it's not worth.
That's just torture. Why would you do
It's bad. And so I'm like, I'm not until they fix it, which they probably won't. I'm not going to attempt that trophy at all anymore. But that's fine. You know, maybe if I get bored one day, I'm like, all right, I'm going to revisit this and be like, nope, this is why I stopped doing it. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'm looking forward to Back4Blood. That comes out in October, right? I'm going to say.
Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that it's coming out in October and they just did their beta now. So I guess it gives them 2 months to fix things. Figure
I mean, well, they had a really long alpha. I remember that alpha was open for a bit. I feel like, wasn't it?
They've had several alphas.
Oh, I was only in the one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That was what they've done several up to now. Like if they had one earlier this year, I think one late last year, and there was another one before that I missed.
That's probably what I'm thinking. Then I'm missing multiple alphas.
Yeah. Yeah. And Sam Raven asked in the chat, will the Xbox PC Pass be crossplay with other platforms, though? That's the problem. I mean, I think it will be. If it says cross-platform, it's going to be cross-platform.
It's all cross-platform. They wouldn't make you pay for a subscription and then be like, nope, you're only limited to play with people on that. That's bad.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I like that they're doing this, where it's like cross-platform, like especially for a competitive, but like a cooperative gameplay. Like it makes sense, right? Like why limit it to one platform? So
yeah. If you can do the other thing I found is that it didn't have a lot of problems when I was playing on PC with other platforms, even connecting to them, playing with them. It just all seemed pretty good.
Well, I think we're going to see specifically with Microsoft, we're going to see this a lot. A lot of their games are going to be cross between Xbox and PC. That's like going to be their thing moving forward. Like play with your friends regardless of what on your Xbox or PC. And you know, PlayStation has been a little less about that idea as we've seen in the last couple of years, but I think like Xbox may not have the console exclusives that PlayStation has, but they're gonna make like availability their main thing. I think
that's smart.
I think so. I think they recognize that they're in a cool position between Microsoft being what makes Xbox and also like what you're running your PC. Most people running their PC on, so it's like let's make this availability more easier for people. I guess I don't know.
I mean, they don't have the exclusivity now because they still have like Bethesda agreements that they're going to deal with. But after a while, you're only going to have those games on Microsoft.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do the first 6 months of the new Elder Scrolls game only Xbox or PC.
Oh yeah, I mean you see,
they probably
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, they probably won't though. But I could see that being a thing because they're like,
I don't know, man.
They like money too much.
Sony has.
They'll put that on a Tesla. Skyrim on Tesla. I'm honestly just waiting for that to happen because then I would never leave my car.
That sounds yeah. You can play the game in your home better than you like. Not yeah. Okay, that's funny. You dig dong.
It would happen.
I mean, they had Cyberpunk they put on a Tesla.
I mean,
that happened.
I don't know.
I think so, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't. We're not at that level yet where you could be playing video games while driving your Tesla. I'm just saying.
No, you can't.
We're totally at that.
No, I'm saying no. I mean, like, I don't think that it at the safety level of being there yet.
No, you can't. You can't drive and play. You have to be parked.
Oh, interesting.
But you can do it while you
supercharge. I'm sure there's hacks.
See, there you go. While you supercharge, that is the point to do it.
Mm-hmm. Just keep a controller in your car.
45 minutes. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, about 45 minutes if you're going from 0 to full. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. My brother owns a Tesla. He and I talk a lot about like the way to be able to go cross country with supercharging and stuff like that. So that was one of the concerns I had. It was like, well, how do you charge up? What happens if like, no, dude?
It's super easy. It's like I always tell people who have that exact same question, like, well, how do you do like long trips? I'm like, well, you just plan it out and you just like stop instead of like driving all the way through. You just plan. Maybe you leave an extra hour early or something like that. And you just drive. You like find a supercharger, which are typically in a lot of like rest stops. You just stop, plug in, go get a coffee, go take a piss or whatever, get a snack, and then come back to your car. And that's been 15 minutes or so, and then your car's like halfway charged, and you're fine.
Here's my question. Here's a tangent question, side question, non-video game related. Me and Mallory Mallory's my girlfriend, Hooch, by the way. We had this conversation the other day. Current gas combustion vehicles, they have alternators. You're driving. The rotation of driving causes you to store electricity to do whatever you need, blah, blah, blah. Why doesn't it exist on electric cars? Why do you even need... No, but I mean, you need to charge it at some point, though. Why isn't there a generation method where the rotation of your wheels...
There is. But it's the braking usually that causes that regeneration, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so you as you let off the accelerator, it'll slow and it'll do regenerative braking, so it uses the force of the wheels to actually regenerate. The problem is it's not enough right now. There's not enough force being generated to charge the car effectively.
Enough, sure. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, well, good talk about that. Interesting. You learn something new every day.
But also with alternator too, like the amount of power being generated it still goes to the battery, just keeps the battery charged.
I'm not a car guy, but isn't my understanding of the alternator though is it's the dispersion of the energy that the battery is charging because the battery can't push it out that quickly. That's why you have the alternator, right?
You guys are being too smart for me. I don't like it. Okay.
That's just my basic understanding of what.
That basic understanding is like light years ahead. I'm like, oh, car turns on, good job. Actually, my car is not doing good right now.
So car no turn on bad.
Car turns on, but car turns off when slow down.
Yeah, but that's why when the car doesn't turn over, but you have power, it's the alternator because the alternator is the one that's taking that power and punching it up to get everything to turn on.
Yeah,
I don't know. Somebody smarter than me who knows more about cars, please check me.
I don't know nothing about it. I hate having a car. It's been a lifesaver the last year because we get out of the city. When like going hiking every weekend has been the nicest thing on the planet. But I hate cars. I hate cars. I really do.
Yeah.
I wish public transportation. Well, I'm spoiled because New York has phenomenal
New York.
public transportation.
Mhm.
But that's what would always make me hesitant about leaving the city is because there's not many other cities in the country that have as good of a subway system and bus system as New York does.
Correct.
But okay, so sorry. Thanks for answering
right.
a dumb question.
That's fine. Tangent.
Back4Blood was
Couple of
fun.
games.
Yeah, looking forward to playing it.
What else? What other games? I'm not playing literally any other video games right now besides that and painting my dumb little piece of plastic. That's like
fine.
so. I'm gonna just sit back and like nod my head from here on out.
All right, you can host then. We'll be fine. This will be the DaHuch and Vash show. The other game that I was playing, actually, literally playing right before we started this, and I actually still have it up and running right now, because there's no save points at the moment. Is the Ascent? I don't know if you guys have
Ascent.
played.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen, not played.
I think last episode we had, I think, was it Hellfire, I think, told us about it, or somebody in the chat told us about the Ascent, and you can try it out.
It's free right now on Games Pass.
It's on Games Pass.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. And then I saw Shankseed playing it, and I was like, just watching him play it one day, because I actually had like a minute at work. I was like, oh, I'm going to check in on Twitch. He was streaming, Shankseed was streaming. So I was like, oh, and then I saw him playing it. And then I was like, all right, this kind of gives me like Fallout vibes, like kind of like, not like, just because of the isometric and like the world building and whatnot. But I know I probably played it for 2 hours or so.
Cool.
I'm very early in the game. Like I just equipped like a chest piece, and I'm like doing the side quests for the first time, and it's fun. And I have to say, this game has more cyberpunk vibes than Cyberpunk, in my opinion. So
yeah, I played a little bit of it, and I agree.
I agree too.
Because you have like all the augmentations, you have like the little abilities and whatnot. Although I'm running into a first world problem, and I didn't have this issue with Back4Blood or with New World, but I'm running into this problem. So I have like this widescreen monitor right here, and I feel like widescreen monitors have been out for probably 5 or 6 years at this point.
Longer than that, but yeah.
So whenever the game wants to run in a 16:9 scenario. When you run it in widescreen, it zooms in on the game like significantly, where like the character almost fills the entire screen, like top to bottom. So the whole point of that game for the Ascent is to be able to see what's going on around you. But like if I play it native resolution, which is like 5K by 1440, on this monitor, then like I can't see anything that's going on. But I want to play it widescreen, so I'm forced to play like a 2560 by 1440, like 16:9, cropped, whatever I'm on, which is fine. But like, it's just no, like I want to be able to play full widescreen. But like, why wouldn't you just give me the option like to zoom out or anything like that? So
that's definitely a first world problem.
It is first world problem
for complaining. No, I'm kidding.
Nah, you don't. Have to
I wonder if it's because your monitor like goes like an extra step. Like I also have a 34-inch ultra wide monitor, but I didn't see that problem.
Try it.
I was playing it. I'll try it.
So I found that if I just did windowed at like 2550 or 2560 by 1440, it would be like properly scaled essentially. It's just like because it's ideally it's like isometric. It's kind of like Diablo style, where like you can kind of see that field of view. But as soon as I did 5K, I would like be zoomed in all the way, and I couldn't see shit, and like I couldn't see enemies, couldn't see where I was supposed to go, any of that stuff. So it was kind of annoying, but like I said, first world problem. But otherwise,
what did you think of
go ahead.
Otherwise, what? No, go ahead.
I would say otherwise, I'm having a blast with the game. I really enjoy kind of like the it has very much like a Darksiders Genesis feel to it, which I like a lot. So.
Okay. What did you think of the difference between being able to elevate and lower your aim?
I thought that was kind of a awesome mechanic, because I like that you could like hide behind a cover and like pop out and shoot.
Okay.
I wish I had control over that elevation a little bit more, other than just like right mouse click.
Yeah,
but
like
I thought,
just change the button or something. Yeah.
Yeah, or be able to like aim down or whatever, like But but on that, obviously just release the right mouse button. So. But and that works. But I like the mechanic because I always find myself aiming up anyway for human enemies, because you stun them faster. But so far I just got the ability to like upgrade a weapon, and I haven't decided if I want to do that yet. So, but I'm a big pistol fan, because it's like I'm just like click, 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 all the time. But
Yeah, I need to go back and play. I think I finished the first like major mission and then went back to the big city area and was just kind of wandering around there and then went on and played
the
other stuff.
cities and like the environments are gorgeous. Like it is
Huge.
yeah, and there's like there's so little detail, like so much attention to detail in that game with all the little things of like, the cinematics are gorgeous too, and it's just like because everything's rendered in game, and
Yep.
it's just it's a beautiful game, and I was like, it really has. I've been trying to play a bunch of different games on Games Pass lately, just because since we recommended it last time, I've been just trying out different games, and nothing really has caught my eye except for The Ascent. So I've tried like I'll have that, and what else do I have? Well, I saw that Wasteland's on there, Director's Cut, the first one. I love Wasteland. That's good. I have a State of Decay 2 to play next to try, but I'm guessing
You
that's really
mentioned
something.
that. I just remember that I was waiting on an off-road dirt rally game, and I can't remember the name of it now.
They just
That was supposed to be coming out.
Rally, I guess.
Was it Rally? Was it Rally? Is that what it was called? Dirt Rally or something?
I'm
It was a
looking
simple name.
Yeah. Well, there's Snow Runner. You can play Snow Runner, which is like, you as a truck trying to drive through snowy conditions.
Oh my God, sorry, we were mentioning about cars, and I forgot to mention I downloaded the demo for Car Mechanic Simulator just
Oh
offhand.
my God.
I've
When
got
will it end?
no.
Art of
When will
Rally.
the simulator games end?
Oh, I just wanted to see what it was like how much simulation does this go into? Does it like tell you? Are you like turning everything? Are you because
Dude, this is
not
so funny.
knowing anything about cars is one of the things that I've regretted, and like not I can't fix anything. But the game is mostly about like I learned that there are tools and there are things that you can do like, oh hey, when you change the oil in a garage, there's the big oil canister thing that it drips into. And for like tires, you have a thing that you can put the wheels onto or the tires onto the wheels and then balance it. And like, wow, I didn't even know I've seen these things. I didn't know what that's what they were for.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to see that it the most it'll tell you is the location of parts, how to access them if they're like covered by like a different part or something. Um, but that was just in the demo, so I don't know how much more detail they go into the actual game itself. But I didn't feel like I could walk out of there and be like, oh yeah, I can totally fix that. I just pull this thing here, this thing here, because there's other technical stuff like you have balancing performance and other things like that you have to get into for when you're doing these kind of stuff like I knew nothing about. Overall though, I'm like, hey, if you want to try to get your car mechanic on, not a bad game.
It's just
I
so
mean-
funny. There's like a simulator for I was watching someone do lawn care simulator the other day. There's mowing the lawn. Just mowing the simulated lawn.
Have you played Goat Simulator? That game's fun as fuck.
Oh,
It's just so fun. Really, those games are they're just vehicles for just chatting than they are. They're not people aren't going there to watch the simulator. They're going there to like talk to somebody, right?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a chill. I mean, I played the farming simulator because I was like, oh,
I
I'm gonna try
remember.
this. I was gonna try this out, and then I was gonna be like, I'm gonna make this my thing, and then I never did it again.
I remember. I remember.
It's definitely, I don't know, it's kind of fun and relaxing, but like it was supposed to be relaxing, but I was like, you know what, there's too many steps involved with this, and I already don't follow steps for like stuff I have to do at home.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and like pay attention to what it is I have to do to make sure the corn grows properly. I'm just like, I have so many projects to do at home. Like I feel bad not doing those when I'm like
We talk about
following these steps.
the most fucking capitalist simulator is the truck driving one. Have you guys seen that one? And it's really just it's these like dudes with like a crazy like driving wheel rig driving this truck just talking, but all their trucks have like billboards for actual sponsors of the stream. And it's like, hey y'all, we're going out here bringing a McDonald's shipment to driving 3,000 miles and blah 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 blah. By the way, check out McDonald's while you're going. And it's just like, dude, you're just a commercial, man. You're not streaming. You're just playing a commercial right now. It's so I went down a rabbit hole of these truck driving simulators. I don't know why, and I was just like, it was just the funniest thing I think.
I'm gonna have to check out that lawn mowing simulator, see if it's on Games Pass and play it.
Oh my
If that's the
God.
case, I will 100% stream that. It sounds hilarious. Because I mean, I don't cut my own grass. I have a robot that does it for me, so I don't have to worry about it. So,
It's true.
There you
It's
go.
really funny.
well, yeah. So playing that's the Ascent is great. If you haven't checked it out on Games Pass, it is free on Games Pass. Definitely recommend it. It's worth the install and play for a couple hours, even if it's just like a half day of playing. I definitely recommend it. What else you playing, Hooch?
Still playing Marvel Future Evolution.
Same. I'm just doing my daily login at this point.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
game.
yeah, that
You
game.
kicked me out,
That game.
Charlie. You probably kicked me out of the guild.
Kick you out of life.
I've not touched that game in so long.
I keep, for some reason I keep coming back to it. I don't know why yet.
Oh, I don't
I'm
think it's
still looking
bad.
for.
It just didn't
It's
keep me.
not.
Yeah.
It's just but it's. I keep asking myself like, what is the objective? Why am I going through the process of trying to upgrade my characters? For what reason?
Yep.
Right.
Interesting.
What is the thing that I can apply the upgrade to? Right. So if you think of a game, it almost feels like an MMO, but in many cases in an MMO, you usually have like an end game raid or content or something where an improvement to your character results in progress. And I'm trying to see, where is that progress? Other than doing better in Omega War, right? Or
Yeah.
being able to survive and fight more people off in Dark Zone. But what if PvP is not my thing? Right? As a PvE player, where is my incentive to upgrading my characters?
And I feel like the answer to that question is there is nothing.
Yeah.
Personally. But it's like, I mean, I'm just doing it for like, okay, this is a fun time killer. I'm just going to do it until it comes out on iOS right now, which is in like 2 weeks. I'm really just like, I'm just doing my daily login, just doing all the quests that I can do. I literally, all the blitzes that I'm doing, I'm just hit auto and like, oh, my character died. Oh, well. And that's it. Just trying to like, I feel shitty for the people who I'm grouped up with, but like, I'm not touching the game. It's just,
You're making the fight harder for us because you
I
just
know.
keep dying.
I know, and I'm like, but I'm not paying 100 crystals to revive. You kidding me? That's crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But I'm just playing it just to log in and have fun with it. So, but
Senda
that's the
said you
other
guys
issue
made
I
me
have.
die. That's funny.
amazing.
But the other issue I have is the economy in the game, like the reward structure for things that you do. It's not worth the amount of effort. For what you get back. Like I think and because the game is heavily RNG when it comes to drops and things, you need to have more drops more frequently because you're not going to get the specific thing you want. So if you're going to have to go through re-rolls or re-upgrades or whatever it is, if you do that, then you need things to happen more often. Think like more like Diablo, right? Where sure, you get that legendary that pops up and you have that moment of, oh, is it a good one? You're like, no, all right, well, it's just going to go back into fodder and hopefully the next one that pops up, right? But then you still have those moments of where that primal legendary pops up. You're like, oh, and even then it could be like, this is a weapon I don't even need. It's like,
Or
it's not even for
dupe.
my build.
Like, oh, I've already gotten like, I was trying to find some like different Hydra, what's it called, like set pieces or whatever, like the regional pieces, and I was like, all right, cool. Like I spent the $100 and got that, like where you can get the six-star chest piece or 6-star piece, and it was ended up being a chest piece. And like I spent 2 days crafting the maybe like 20 different costumes, and I was like, yes, I got a regional piece for Hydra. What is it? It's the chest piece that I already have at 6 stars, so I'm not going to be doing that. So
yeah, I'm using Storm, and the Hydra set is one that's really good for her. I've seen one the entire time, and that was the helmet, the headpiece you get from progressing through campaign. I've got nothing else from Hydra, not a regional, not a random, nothing.
Well, you have to craft it all. I found out you can't just look for the drops, but still, it takes forever to craft.
I've been crafting.
Oh, you've been crafting,
specifically focused on Hydra crafting, and I haven't had a single Hydra piece drop.
Yeah, that's super frustrating. It's super frustrating. It's like, at what point are you like, where do people are gonna like, what are you gonna do? Like, how do you dangle the carrot in front of somebody? He's like, oh well, like if you craft this for a month, you're gonna get it. Like, but if you have multiple characters that are out, especially like there's 6 out or 8 out right now. Imagine like when they start adding other characters, which I'm assuming they're probably gonna add like maybe 3 a quarter or maybe 1 a quarter. I don't know, maybe 4 a year. Who knows? But still, it's like you gotta figure out how to get people excited about doing all this stuff. But it's just like
you add another you add another character, and it's like, what am I gonna do, go back to the campaign again? I don't want to do that. I want to do something different.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I know with Black Desert they added a whole bunch of like different events. Like there was a whole like mini games and things that they would add into the actual world to make it more interesting. And they had like seasonal events, that sort of stuff. That's why I like that game quite a bit, because if you like just wanted to focus on like crafting and gear and like actually have your workers go and do stuff for you, like you could just work on your home base, and that was kind of cool. It was like all tailored to your own style. You could set it up however you want. I thought it was kind of rad. Yeah. So I was a big fan of that game, but either way, it's just, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's as Stan was just saying, is the only big exciting thing is upgrading traits. It feels like, which is fun. And the thing that's crazy to me is you can fail those upgrades. Like I was waiting a week to get enough materials because I'm waiting for the daily raid to reset, because no one else will do any of the other raids unless it's the daily. And so like I had enough materials finally after a week of doing stuff, and I went to go craft it, and it failed. I'm like, what?
That feels bad.
Like this is terrible. So I mean,
there's go ahead.
I was really hoping it was going to be on the level of Black Desert, which Black Desert's RNG, but it's not like you can still progress in that game, in my opinion. But it's going to turn into like, okay, this is going to be a daily thing I just do on my phone quickly, level up some characters, blah blah blah. Not really interested in playing it outside of that right now, which is a bummer because I really like the game. I like the graphics, I like the characters, I think it's all fun, but like it's just like you said, there's nothing to do once you hit end game. So, and
you're playing it on the emulator on your PC, right?
Yeah, I'm not playing it on a phone.
Yeah. That's the one thing I think that people aren't getting exposure to. If you're playing it only on emulator, you're not really seeing how gorgeous the game can look.
Oh, I bet.
If you have the right Android phone right now, this thing, the visual quality and just the performance of it is so good. They went for a AAA looking game, and it looks like a AAA game. But I think going back to the whole idea of like the specializations, we're still answering that question of why are you adding the specializations? Why are you creating or changing your character's spec or whatever you want, the loadout build, whatever? Why are you doing all that? To what end? How are you applying that? There's nothing to answer that question. There's nothing to apply it to. There's no progression to be like, yes, now I see myself getting better. Maybe the what was it, the daily challenges or whatever it was, the ladder system that they have. Like the game runs right up to so many potential, so much potential, like so many things that they can do. Spec Ops, like you could totally flesh that out a little bit more, and that would be a great PvE thing. You know, even the challenge ladder, that could also be another thing.
Yeah.
You know, raids, that could be another thing. That could, like, there's just so many different ways that they could push this thing, and just if they go make the right decision, it could be amazing.
Yeah,
but we'll see what happens.
It needs a little kick. You know, maybe they're working on some stuff, but this is also what the launch is about, right? Gathering, or the soft launch is about gathering that information, seeing what people are talking about. We're just like, you know, impatient and had to play it first. But then also, I'm glad we played it first. That way, I'm not like, you know, like, not that we're burned out on it already, but like, you know, it's like, okay, cool, this is fine. I'm tempered expectations, and that's it. So
we're still playing it, so that's a
yeah, I'm still playing with it. Yeah, but I'm not going crazy with it. So
I think the game is great. The graphic, everything guys, I agree. Everything you guys said. There's just something about it, I think, that just couldn't hold me. I don't know what that was, but I fully recognize, like, especially as a mobile game, like what an extensive rather mobile game, right? Yeah, something about it just couldn't. I don't know, it just couldn't hold me. I think I can't put my finger on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
But I recognize it's good, 100%.
Yeah.
You know what? I think actually what Stan just said, they might, they need to embrace the MMO side and make legit MMO raids. I think because I didn't get a consistent sense of what I was playing. I think that might be what it was. And I think if it was just a bit more MMO feeling, maybe a little more structure to that, because MMOs bring a structure, a very good, consistent structure. And I think that's what may have lacked it for me. I really didn't have ideas of what I was doing, why I was doing it, or where I should go next. I think
Yeah.
that's what kind of, I mean, yeah, there's like the paths that follow you from mission to mission, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I think that may have been it. I think maybe of making it embracing a little more of the MMO side. Like Black Desert Online does a really good job of giving you that consistent structure that MMO brings. I think that Future Revolution was very close, but not it fully for me to keep me going.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned that because a lot of like the character kit design is like you've got Captain America and you look at him like this is a tank,
It's a tank.
and he
Yeah.
even has tank protector type
Yeah.
abilities, but the game doesn't give you anything that requires you to use them. Storm has an area that increases everybody's dodge, but you're not required to use it. So each character kit has something that benefits the group,
Yeah.
but there's no push to be like, I have to use this in this specific situation or situations. So you're going in going, hey, we need X character to make them valuable on a particular fight or
Totally.
encounter or whatever it is. So you don't have those mechanics in the game. And I think that's what it's missing because it feels very much like an MMO.
Yep. It's a very good point.
So you're gonna play it at launch still?
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna because I'm hoping to see that they take some learnings from from the soft launch. So I'm gonna give it a shot once we do get to full glow because it's only what
2 weeks
right
away.
around the corner, right?
25th.
2 weeks away.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah.
It's 10 days.
So, there you go. 10 days away. Stick it out for 10 more days. Give it a couple of weeks after that. See what if they come out with like a roadmap or something. And then
I hope
see
they
what
do.
that says. Yeah. I hope it's not Avengers again where it's like, oh no, we're not doing any more content and giving you a reason to do end game stuff. No, just keep taking your
Oh,
characters.
aren't
from
they
the
supposed to
game.
have a patch that comes out like this month? Like on Tuesday?
Who, Avengers?
Yeah.
What's the big
Black-
Wakanda
Black
thing,
Panther.
isn't it?
Wakanda?
Yeah, it's supposed to be huge.
I saw a
Doesn't matter.
video somebody who had a hands-on preview of it, and it felt like more of the same. Great single player content, more yay, but nothing for like multiplayer really, nothing for end game. So you're just basically taking another character through a zone and leveling them up, but then when you get to the max, you're like, well, there's nothing else for me to do.
Seriously, like
I'll put the game on the
what a
shelf.
what a case study in how to not make a video game.
Yeah. Let's see. One is
how to have
it comes out Tuesday. So I'll play it.
Tuesday?
Yeah, like as in like in 2 days from now. So
Yeah,
You're gonna
but
play
it's
it?
free, right?
it's free. Yeah, it's a
because
free
they're doing-
update. Why wouldn't I play
Yeah,
it?
it's free. Yeah, no, I agree. I'll play it too.
Yeah, I'm good.
But
You're good?
well,
I mean,
it's Black Panther and Wakanda.
Oh yeah, awesome stuff. But that's how
yeah.
bad the game I thought was.
I'm culturally obligated.
I'm sure the thing, yeah, like everything you said was right. I'm sure like it'll be nice. Single player was good stuff, but then after that, okay, cool, game's done.
Yeah.
Speaking of DLCs, Charlie, have you done the Valhalla Assassin's Creed DLC?
Yeah, I played the-
Fix yourself there.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Like you caught me at a weird spot. I wasn't expecting a question being thrown.
So
my way.
sorry.
As soon as I drank some Gatorade Zero, sponsored by this podcast.
Are we?
No, not at all. That would have been a good segue though if that was the case. But you know what is? You know who is sponsoring the podcast? Noob Energy. You can get 15% off any order of Noob Energy drink at noob.ogpodcast.fm.
You do
Or
agree,
use the
Bobby.
promo code OG15 for 15% off any energy drink. Or any order, not just energy drink, any order you want. Noob.ogpodcast.fm. There we go. That was a good segment.
Did I tell you I tried to order and it never arrived?
Wait,
What?
I think it was an issue with UPS. It was during the middle of the pandemic, and I think it was a problem with UPS, like losing packages all over the place. I
Did
think
you
that's
get a
what happened to it.
refund?
I tried to reach out, and I think by the time I just gave up, like it was only $15. I'm not fighting that. It's too much effort. But yeah, I totally forgotten about it until you had mentioned.
Oh,
that.
dude.
I was like, oh, that's right.
So let us know. Well, we know the owners of it, so we'll reach out. Get you some free ones.
Fuck.
We'll get you some free noob. There
Free
you go.
noob.
You can pwn some
Free noob
noobs.
for the noob. Yes.
I swear to
Uh,
God, Mallory knows I'm recording right now, and she's doing everything that requires noise. She just blended something. She used her hair dryer, and now she's putting away the recycling. Why are you doing that right now?
It's funny. We can hear it. It's great.
Why are you doing that right
yeah.
now?
The
You had-
recycling is the only thing I've heard so far.
Oh, because I muted myself earlier.
Oh, okay.
Because Dom's respectful.
And I'm sitting there like, also, okay, sorry.
It's not like we do this every week at a certain time. It's just like,
Is she
it's just
done?
fun. Probably
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
It's okay.
Nope. There you go.
Wow, that was really funny.
Good timing.
That was
Good
really funny.
timing. Oh my goodness. So good.
Yeah, have you played the Assassin's Creed DLC?
Yeah, so I played the Druid, the one in Ireland. That's what I said last week. I was like, I booted it up. I was like, all right, this is fun. And then I was like, oh yeah, I realized why I don't like this game anymore. So it's fun. I noticed that they just released the Siege of Paris, and I want to play that.
Yes.
So that I think just got released this past week, and I have it downloaded. I just haven't had a chance to boot it up because I've been really busy trying to like schedule this music video. So once next weekend is over and done with, I'll be in post production. I don't have to worry about any stuff. At least for the first video, I have 2 videos I'm doing for him. It's gonna be great. So I'll check it out then. So
Fair enough.
I
looking forward to
played
it.
through the full game, right? But I haven't done any of the expansions because I think I played too much.
Yeah, I did too. I put 119 hours into that game to platinum it, and it took a long ass time. And I liked what they were doing in Ireland. I just put the game to easy, and I was like, okay, I just want to get through the story and see what's up with this.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. I like all like the story aspect of it. I think it's really rad. But like, the story's lost in like the terrible mechanics, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They just really took a huge step back in the Assassin's Creed mechanics, just because they've always done awesome stuff. So I'm hoping the next one, which will probably be in 2 years, is definitely not coming out in 2022, unless I'm wrong. Or I would say definitely not coming out this year, so probably 2022. So I'm hoping that whatever one they do next, which I think Dom, you sent that it might be hinting at an open world games as a service game. So
Yeah.
Oh, that might have been like, I don't remember. I don't remember. I remember I sent it. I just don't remember what I just remember anytime I see Assassin's Creed, I'm like, oh, Charlie, click. No.
I'd be curious to see how they would do that, but a games as a service, Assassin's Creed, sign me up. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I will play the shit out of that. If it's something like Division style, something like that, that kind of open world, you are now an agent of Abstergo or something like that, facing off against the assassins or whatever. I'm 100% on board with that. So, but AC Infinity, yeah, I'll play that all day long. Like I
went AC Japan. You got that with Ghost of Tsushima,
which is a fantastic game if you haven't played it. So
I just remembered that I forgot I had your PlayStation. There she is. I need to play that game still.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I do as well. I started it, but I never finished it.
It's so good. I platinum it. It's fun.
And Assassin's Creed, like Roaring Twenties, sounds kind of interesting.
Oh, you mean like
Well, he just said
Assassin's Creed Syndicate?
Is that 1920s?
No, it's like 18.
No, he's saying
Yeah,
the Roaring
1920s.
Twenties are like the 1920s. He's saying like
During
NYC
Prohibition.
1920.
Yeah,
That sounds hilarious.
just Tommy guns.
But like,
Imagine
which
having to go
side
like
would you
that.
be on? Would you be for the mobsters or for the like pro prohibition or against it? Like, what
Well,
would
it's like
you-
knowing Assassin's Creed, you'd be a mobster, and the cops would be Templar. But it turns the twist at the end is the mobsters were the Templar all along. The cops were whoever. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what you're. There you go. Where you can go right for them if you want, Dom. I'm sure you do a
Done.
better job.
I think. Well, it's not the writing was bad; it was the gameplay or the mechanics were bad, right? Of Valhalla.
Yeah, it got repetitive. It's like literally within the first 20 minutes of the game, you would know what you're doing for all 119 hours of it.
It's just so funny because like with Valhalla, God of War 4 made Viking shit so hot, right?
Yeah.
And then Valhalla came out. I was like, oh, yo, Viking shit, cool. And I was like, oh, I guess not. I don't know. Can't wait for God of War 5.
Yeah, that's gonna be rad.
Oh my god.
So
it's gonna be
speaking of, so let's segue to our last segment real quick. Actually, we have 2 things. What we're looking forward to in news. We'll do a quick segment because we are at an hour. What are you guys looking forward to that's coming out? You're looking forward to God of War 5.
Yeah.
Back 4Blood.
Back 4 Blood.
Yeah, Back 4 Blood.
Alien Fire
Absolutely.
Teams, I think, is really exciting. Halo 5, Halo Infinite, not 5, Halo Infinite coming out. I think end of the year is Halo Infinite. I think. There's actually a lot of good stuff coming out soon. There's the new Warhammer real-time strategy at some point, like in the next couple months. Yeah, there's like a lot of shit coming out, I feel like.
Definitely gonna try. I'm definitely gonna check out a few of that. Things I'm looking for. I mean, I'm not looking forward to, but I'll play. I'll play the Avengers DLC because why not? Obviously, Marvel Future Revolution comes out in 10 days. Back 4Blood, and actually, New World just got pushed a month, which I'm actually okay with.
Oh yeah, New World, right?
I'll be playing. I know we keep saying we're just a broken record for what we're looking forward to, like Battlefield, New World, all that sort of stuff. But it's like all stuff that's coming out in the near future.
Forward to Battlefield.
So you are or not?
No, I'm not. Well, I have a personal issue with Battlefield because of work.
Hardline.
So. Well, yeah. It's the same thing I have with like sports games, Madden and stuff like that. Like I spent 10 years, 12 years at EA, so every year I had that game shoved into my face that I had to give up vacations and time with family and things like that in order to work on those games. So now I'm just kind of like, Madden, screw you, don't care. And then Battlefield's kind of the same thing. It's just like, all the time you took away from me. I'm like, it's hard for me to go back to it because it's just PTSD kind of, I guess.
Fair enough.
I totally feel that. I can't do sports games. I actually tried like the one of the free PS Plus games for this month, like the tennis thing. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I tried it. I was like, I'll give anything a try. Like I was like, it's free, sure, I'll download it, try it. Like some tennis card system going on. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is like, I couldn't even control my character. It's just playing. I think it's like Team Fight Tactics, but with tennis.
That's God.
I was like, okay, cool.
So bad.
This is garbage. Instantly deleted. Remove it from my library, please. So,
the Wii Tennis was a fun game.
Virtua Tennis was fucking awesome.
Wii Tennis was fire, son.
Yeah, Wii Tennis is good too.
Like, you know what it is? Like, you know who makes better sports games than anybody else? Mario, Nintendo. Like Mario Golf, Mario 100%. Tennis, like Mario Soccer. 100%. Like all their sports games are super fun.
Yeah, and they're all $60. it's like. My wife is like, we watched like the Donkey had a thing, video game Donkey had a video on Mario Golf, and it's like, oh, that's cute. I want to play that. How much is it? $60. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was like 40, absolutely, but 60, nope. Not gonna play it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they were worth $60.
One other game I am looking forward to coming out because I played it on the Switch for a hot minute was Pokemon Unite. So that game is awesome. But I can't wait for it to come in.
Right.
I can't wait for mobile. Yep. That's
it'll be crossplay too.
Fun. I enjoy it. It's hard.
When is the mobile release?
I don't know.
I think it's September.
Okay.
So a lot of games coming out soon, but nothing like super soon outside of some. I can't wait till next episode where we're talking about how much I still hate Marvel's Avengers. It's gonna be great.
That's gonna be very funny. Yeah, that's funny.
Or even better, what if next episode you changed your tune and Marvel's and Crystal Dynamics was like, oh no, we totally redid everything. Now there's raid content and endgame content and all the other stuff.
What if it's fire?
What if it's fun?
I hope so. Honestly, they need it. They really need it.
I mean, what a funny wish, or what, you know what I mean? Like, or what a funny like thing to like make fun. What if it's good? Oh my god, it's just like...
What if it doesn't suck?
What if you set it on fire? Exactly. I mean,
they did that themselves.
It's digital. I don't want to set my PS5 on fire.
So. No, exactly.
You've done that yourself.
Yeah.
That's my Ewan McGregor.
It's interesting, like how you can be handed something that basically prints money and then just screw it up.
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. Many games that have the Marvel IP could be asked that exact same thing. It's almost just like there's something about owning the Marvel IP that really causes people to mess the game up. Something, I don't know what that is, but something,
all worth it. All worth putting really the shirt on for that.
Joke.
Oh my god, yes.
That joke.
Yeah, that
might have to be our
Sorry,
first
Stan.
TikTok.
I know you still play it. My quick disclaimer is I still love all my friends that play that game still. So
I don't dislike people who play the game. Sometimes I question their sanity, but I don't dislike. No, the game it's one of those things where like if you want to be on the cutting edge of the game. You want to be pushing content of the game. It's super frustrating. But if you just go in and recognize the game for what it is, and just like, I don't want to push. If I get a character, when I can, that's fine, whatever. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep playing it. Then people have more fun. Those are the people that I see still enjoying the game. But everybody else, we're like, no, I want to be on, when the next Dark Dimension comes out, I want to be getting through that earlier.
Yeah.
I want to be trying to get that first character when it first comes out, the legendary or whatever, during the first run. That's when the game becomes frustrating because you run up against red stars. Really, that's what it is. You run up against red stars, and it just kills everything.
Have they added blue stars yet, or is that no? I have no idea. I have no idea.
I heard they added red stars to Ultron.
Did they finally? Oh my goodness!
I think
Interesting.
Somebody told me that. Yeah. I'm like, oh God, now you just don't. Well, I mean, you still have what? Kestrel? Is that the game of the character?
I have no idea. I stopped playing in February, so I have no idea. It's almost been a year.
Yeah.
So I've been 6 months, I should say. Since
I think it's been over a year now.
I don't know. It's just been I don't know. It's funny. I considered like making a new Apple ID just to play it, have a free to play account. I was like, I'm curious to see how the new experience is just for shits and giggles. And I was like, nope, not gonna do it. Not interested.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I don't want to know that bad.
I just like it. I mean, at that point, because like I actually really did enjoy the game, but it was like what you just said. Like you're just tempted to like get the new shiny, and like as content creators for the game, like we feel like we had to, and then we're just spending money for the sake of like getting pennies on the YouTube videos. I'm like not interested. So
Pennies on the YouTube video.
I mean, that's what it was. So just not really interested in having that sort of stuff, and it just became too expensive, and I took all the joy out of it. So
Yep.
In terms of news, I feel like besides, everything with Activision Blizzard stuff still going on, there's not much news right now, right?
Oh, I played the D2 beta. That's happening right now.
Speaking of Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
You just reminded me. It's because we talked about before I meant to bring it up then too, when you were talking about the streamer who had just had like the legacy mode enabled. It's funny that you had the higher resolution legacy mode of 800 by 600, which is hilarious to me. But I tried it. It's fine. I mean, it's definitely brings back nostalgia. Like all the sounds are back, like everything of like how I'm used to in Diablo. I realized that like Diablo 2 is actually difficult. Like it's actually hard. Like the couple first levels, like before you have scrolls or the ability to have like Deckard Cain there to do all the identifying. Like you don't have gold or anything like that to be able to like buy potions. You constantly die, all that sort of stuff. Like the opening of the game is like very difficult. Like you're trying to get past that first boss. Like I died so many times. Try different characters. I'll probably still play it because I bought the game before all the Blizzard shit show happened, and like trying to get a refund on PlayStation is like next to impossible.
It's really that difficult, huh?
It really is, because like
That
you essentially, the only time I was ever able to get a refund is when I pre-ordered Battlefront 2, and then after the whole EA debacle with Battlefront 2, I was like, I don't want to pre-order this game anymore. I canceled my order. Like, why do you want to cancel your order? And I had to like, I was like, well, I want to do this. Like, well, that's not a supported reason. You have to like, we cannot process your. I was like, I don't want the game anymore. Like a reasonable request. Like I just don't want to pre-order the game anymore. Play the beta. Wasn't interested. And they're like, sorry, we cannot process your request. It's not a legitimate request. I'm like, I'm a consumer. I don't want your product. Give me my money back. So but then I like researched it a bunch of like, if you block the account, like they'll essentially ban your account. Like I'm not having them ban my account over $80. So I was like, whatever, I'll eat the $80 and I'll be fine.
Annoying.
I played it, but it's hard to get.
Cyberpunk.
You did?
I think Cyberpunk was a different.
No, that's the only one.
For sure.
Yeah, I think the CD Projekt Red, like they were offering refunds. I don't think like if you wanted a refund, like just trying to like if you pre-order something, it's just like make sure that's what you really want because it's next to impossible to get it back. So, how'd I get the code? Oh, I got the code because I pre-ordered it on PlayStation, so it automatically came and the beta's already there. So for everyone to play, but so it's good. I played a sorceress, I played a paladin, I played a druid. I think in D2, like I originally played a druid, but my favorite character in all of D2 is the assassin, which is not out yet. So it's for the beta. So I'm going to be playing the shit out of that because the assassin and necromancer, I believe, were expansion characters. So I could be wrong, but Amazon's also very fun. Barbarian, everybody, like everything's fun in that game. But it's very like, as Dom was saying before, if you've never played Diablo before, it's not flashy. It's very
Just do
I mean,
Diablo 3.
I mean, Diablo 3 is better in terms of that, but it's definitely
Oh, you want to talk about news? The director of Diablo 4 stepped down.
really.
Yeah.
So
Didn't know that.
see, curious of how that plays out.
So
More
2025.
Huh?
2025. If
20 million. Who knows, dude? Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm in a pickle because I want to play the game, but I want to see significant changes to the company first. So, I don't know.
Well,
So
you can
we
always
have
wait. You can always wait.
I mean, it's going to be a while anyway, so hopefully in the next 4 years when it finally comes out, the company's not a shit show anymore.
Yeah.
I think they should just like break off from Activision and just go back to being Blizzard, because that's where like when they got acquired, it was all the bad stuff. So
I mean, Blizzard's been on a downhill for a while now. It's not even just Activision.
well, what was it?
It's-
Bungie
you know
was
what I
able
mean?
to do it for Microsoft.
It's not even just Activision though. That's the thing. Oh,
No, I think the
pre
problem is
Go ahead.
is like it's industry wide. I mean, it's most industries. It's
Yes.
power, really what it is.
yes.
Yeah.
And anybody who has power and money in that situation is going to abuse it, or has
100%.
shown that they're going to abuse it, and that's the problem. So we need to be able to hold people like that accountable. The situation that
100%.
arises though, when we start talking about like boycotting and things like that, like how much are we really impacting those people? They're going to get their money regardless. What really starts to happen is the people who are the middle and low management and whatever,
Yes.
when games start losing revenue, they're the ones who feel it, which is the crappy thing, because like you need to, as a consumer, be able to exercise what you feel is like your moral like responsibility. Like I don't like what you are doing as a company, I'm not going to purchase your product. But the hope in that is that you impact the ones who are the offenders. But that's not how business is structured, and it sucks that that's the case. So we have to find a really good way to do that, which is why I'm glad you're seeing the people who are those leadership roles, the ones who were the perpetrators of these crimes and acts, are getting released and removed. That's what we need to be seeing.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's you're 100% on point with that. That's the same with a lot of different industries too. That's especially in the film industry too, which is part of the reason why which is part of the reason why I quit the industry for the most part, is just because of the crazy hours. And I'm very happy to see that like that's the main thing that's going on within the industry. People like complaining and trying to be in solidarity for all the long hours and trying to get some sort of change done. So I'm hoping it comes. I'm, as somebody who's been on a high-ranking official on a board for Local 600, I don't think anything's going to happen, unfortunately, because IATSE has no backbone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they will not strike, and because we threatened to strike 3 years ago, didn't do it. But
This sounds like NYC is the fifth member of the podcast. You're right. The fourth is Mallory. The fifth is New York City. 100%. 100%. You're not wrong.
That's great.
That's really funny. Thank you so much for that.
all right, anything else you guys want to touch on?
Nah, baby. Great. Hooch, thank you so much for coming to hang, dude. It's always a pleasure.
Anytime. I love talking with you guys, and even if I'm not here in the podcast, I'll be lurking in the chat.
Oh yeah, I remember last time you're a big lurker,
Yeah.
a big contributor to the podcast last time. That was great.
Oh, sorry. Wait, we messed up. Hellfire is the official fourth member. Mallory's the fifth. Then NYC is the sixth. No disrespect, Hellfire. So sorry. Even though you were too busy to come hang out with me in Colorado, you were alpha LARPing. My bad.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, there was only one time when I was in Colorado, weeks ago. There was one night I guess I could have hung out. It didn't work, and the next time was I didn't cancel the date. Okay, it didn't. You were too busy on a weekend LARPing. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. He was away. He works for a LARPing organization, and he plays in it. Like, would you say you play in LARPing? I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful.
You LARP. He actually LARPs.
Yeah, he does the LARPing. Yeah. So
Fine.
But yeah, sorry, neither here nor there. Yes, that's everything. Thank you so much, Hooch. Thank you so much, Charlie. Thank you so much, chat. And bring us out, Charlie.
Yeah. Hooch, where can people find you and A&R Pod?
You know what? Just hit us up on youtube.com/alternerd reality. It's the best place. I think
There
we
you go.
have links to the Discord channel from there. And if you want to do search into the Discord, we're also under Alternerd Reality. I think it's like Discord/ANR is where we are.
Rad. And you can find us on Instagram, og.podcast, or Twitter's over T Our website is ogpodcast.fm, where we talk about this episode and every episode where we have things about video games, what we're playing, what we're looking forward to, news, and occasional cooking stuff. So that's all we got this time. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Also, I forgot to mention that I actually just played one of the other PS Plus free games, which is like a battle royale melee Japanese game. It's actually kind of fun. Check it out if you haven't already. I think it's called like Hunters Legends or Legendary Hunters or some arena. I guess I don't know. It's fun. It's interesting. It's hard to figure out, but once you get your ass kicked a few times, you're like, oh, that's how this works. Anyway, catch you guys next time. Until then, peace.
Peace. Oh, I can't wait to eat. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I had a bagel.
It just now dawned on me. I forgot to mention the podcast on all podcasts.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
next
two
time
opportunities.
I'm going to become. Yeah, exactly. Is that 2 opportunities and I failed both times? I am going to write this down. I know I have this.
Oh yeah, how have you guys been doing? I know that Chew's been out with work. How's everything on the pod been on your guys' side?
It's just been me and Hebrew mostly holding down the fort. Pike has popped in periodically. I know there was 1 week I was out where Chewburger just popped in.
What's your recording schedule usually?
Fridays.
We're every Friday night.
Okay.
We start at 8 p.m. my time, West Coast time. So yeah.
Oh, it's 11. Oh shit! I was gonna say. Well, I mean,
yeah.
If you ever need I'm usually good at Friday nights. If you guys ever need a last minute guest, but I can do 11. I'm a little old. I'm like an old man, so I'm in bed by like 9:30 p.m. But I could, for the boys, I could stay up. You know what I mean?
All right. I know we had Crondo on, we had Vash on once, and it was kind of like it's late for you guys. And
but you know what though? Like I said, for the boys.
All right.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I don't see anybody streaming who would normally raid, so we're just gonna quit.
No one? Wait, hold up. Hold
Anyone?
on. Let me see if I got someone I like.
No rating, no.
I don't really know anyone right now. Yeah.
I found that rally game was called Art of Rally, so I already.
Oh, there you go.
Art of Rally, yeah.
There's a pro StarCraft 2 match happening right now. It'd be really funny to raid that with 11 people.
How many people do they have? 13?
Right now it's at 8,000.
Oh, hilarious.
Oh.
Yeah, it's ESL Star. It's like pro StarCraft. So.
Hmm.
All right. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Cut. You know what? Wait. What's the fucking? I don't know what joke I was about to do. I'm tired, guys. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, man. You know what? Just Irish could buy it. Just cut it.